Yo, hitting the wall is one of the worst things that can happen to a woman because once you pass a certain age and you were not able to secure a man when you were young because you wanted to be on the streets, you wanted to have that hot girl summer, you wanted to travel, you wanted to feel like you're free, you don't want anybody, it makes you bitter after you hit the wall. So I'm talking about Ebony K. Williams, very intellectual, very well-spoken sister, very beautiful as well. I respect what she does. She went on the podcast called Listen to Black Women. Yes, we are listening. I'm gonna play what she said. I'll let you know. I'll give you my opinion as we play it. All right.
These real boss men, they do not desire a financial or an intellectual equal. They are not attracted to it. It is a turn off. The pee goes, burr, burr, burr. It does. I'm telling you.
All right, first of all, let me talk about this, man. That's a big lie. Yes, we're interested, we're attracted to beautiful, successful black women. Yes, black men who are successful, they are attracted to those women. But the issue with those women once they start making a lot of money, some of them, they think they're better than the men, right? They think now they're wearing the belt in a relationship. They want to control you. They want to tell you what to do. They don't want to be submissive to you. And that's why most successful black women do not find attractive. It's not about the looks. It's about how you behave in a relationship or how you behave when you guys meet, because those girls, they already entitled. They already feel like I don't need a man. I'm a boss bitch. I don't need nobody. So they come to you with a different attitude. They come to you with a different value, right? They look at you not, they don't look at you as a provider. They just look at you as an extra because they can provide for themselves. They have everything that they want. So they don't really need you like that. That's how they look at you. So every little things that you say or you do that they don't like, they put you out of the door for stupid shit. So that's why black successful men are not attracted to those type of behaviors, but they're not attracted to them because of all their looks, none of that. Yeah, we want a girl's intellectual. Sometimes women be talking about, oh, they don't want a girl's intellectual. No, we love intellectual women. Who doesn't? Someone who's intellectual, went to school, a guy who has his shit together. They would love to have a woman who's intellectual as well, because especially if you're thinking of raising a family or building a family with that person, why don't you want somebody who's intellectual? They're just not attracted to those type of behavior because you guys come with a lot of baggage, especially when you guys are older. Even the youngest ones, they always feel like, oh, I'm better, I can do better. You always think you can do better, you can do better. Even when the right guy comes to you, you see things is not good enough for you because of your mindset shift already, because you making X amount of money or because you have that degree. That's why we don't like and we don't find attractive. But we love black women, successful black men. Yeah, they do love black women, although most of them tend to go after the white girls, but I think they still do. But maybe what happens, they do not find black women who are willing to follow their program. That's the issue. So let me continue.
Now the truth, they did not go to law school, L'Oreal, so they could end up with a peer.
Welcome to Listen to Black Women. I'm L'Oreal.
I mean, here's the thing, man. When two people are in a relationship, you know, they cannot be equal. They cannot be equal. There's always someone who's gonna call the shot. It's a hierarchy. Most women, they don't really like hearing this because they always feel like, oh no, that's my equal. It's not your equal. That's the reason why you do not want to marry someone who's less than you. That's why most women say they don't want to settle. They want to find someone who's higher, making more money than them, more stronger than them, more masculine, who's a leader, a man who can, like, you know, a man who can provide, a man who can protect. That's not your equal. That's someone who's superior than you in so many ways. But it doesn't mean he's better than you because he still needs you in certain aspect of his life as well to be complete. So do not say, oh, they're not looking for peers. No, we yeah, of course we're not looking for someone equal, but we're looking for somebody that we can all complete each other. But you have to know, I'm the leader. You have to submit to me. In the same way when you go to your job, you do have a manager you report to, you submit to your manager. Your manager doesn't submit to you. I know you might say, oh, that's a job. You're not supposed to compare a relationship with the job. Yeah, we're not supposed to, but hierarchy exists everywhere in life. We have the president, we have the vice presidents, everywhere you go, even in school, you have the principal, you have the teachers, committee, you have the chairman. There's always hierarchy. Even in relationships, there's hierarchy. When you have kids, you want to tell me you and your kids are equal. You guys are not equal with your kids. You are superior, you are above your kids because you call the shot. Your kids do not call the shot. So I don't know why women found it difficult, especially women with degrees and money, they found it difficult. And you wonder why those women are very lonely and still single, regardless how beautiful they look, regardless how much money they make, regardless how many degrees they do have, but they're still suffering to secure a man. It's not about how you look, because most of those women like Ebony, pretty beautiful, but she's still struggling to find a man. I don't think it's because of her looks. It's because of how she behaved, because she has that fame, money, status, degrees, all that. Now she thinks like she's above everybody. And the type of men that she probably gonna go after, those are the men that probably don't want her like that, unless she's very, very submissive. Because, man, we don't care about how much you make, to be honest. Especially if, I do have my shit together. I have my life in order. I don't care how much you make, because I know your money ain't my money. But my money is going to be your money. So I need to find somebody who's going to follow my program. I don't have to follow your program, or we don't have to meet in the middle. No, it doesn't work like that. Unless I'm not a great leader, that's when you might be like, okay, I don't need to follow this man's program. But if a man is a great leader, you are following his program, no the other way around. That's the issue we are having in the black community for those successful women. They are very entitled. They move differently. Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong you getting all the degrees. Nothing wrong you making more money than a man. It's fine. But you need to put yourself in your place, in a woman's place. This is society. Women and men do have different roles. We do not play the same roles, or we don't play the same rules. We have different responsibilities in society. So nowadays it seems like certain women want a man to do both, or certain women want to do both. That's why it becomes difficult for those women to secure a man. So let me see if I can play a little bit.
We're here.
I'm gonna skip it.
Gonna tell it like it is.
Amongst black women and beyond. I think the main thing I've learned from this, y'all, is people really want black women to be happy with anything. What people really want black women to understand is that we are to be accepting of our positioning as the least desirable in society. We should get the memo that nobody really wants a black woman. Thus, if anybody was to find themselves willing to take up with us, we should be happy, we should be grateful, and we should shut up about it. And if you are a black woman that dares to push back on that mythology, because that's what it is, it's a damn lie from the pits of hell.
Right.
And if you were to push back on that and insist upon a value system, insist upon a criteria, insist upon just a standard into which we want to operate romantically, we are demonized.
Yes.
We are, we are seen.
Notice one thing here. All these girls on the panel are single. I do not know much about the girl on the girl on the left here, the girl here, but Ebony K. Williams, the other girl who does horrible, that's her here, horrible, was that horrible decision, and Melissa Ford, who is at the end here. They're all three singles. I don't know much about the other girl, but I will assume she's single as well. So that says a lot. And those four girls, they're not bad looking, except for this one here. She might have to lose a little weight. This one here. They're all four singles though.
And you know what was really
and good looking too.
To me, you got a lot of backlash, and then I believe it was Tyler Perry who came on the flip side and basically said that we need to start looking at men that don't make as much, or the stay-at-home dads, and considering them.
I think his exact thing was, I mean, if he can contribute to, the light bill, then
The light bill,
but
Nah. Eventually, you guys will not find those type of men attractive or stay in a relationship because you get sick of that. Those women, I guarantee you, they will not stay longer with a man who does not make more than them because they will not respect them. The same thing happened to Kiki Palmer. When a man makes less than the woman, especially a woman who's like over the 40s, the 50s, they been around, they don't tolerate those type of bullshit. They will not take that. Probably the first 2 years will be okay.